Hello and welcome to Team Junkyard Dogs channel. This is a brand new channel that we've just started. We have been fighting robots since 2018, but mostly just Makers Fair and maybe picked up a couple in between. We didn't do anything 2020 because of the obvious reason. What we're going to be doing on this channel is we're going to be doing our builds. We're going to show you how we build, and we're going to be doing vlogs for the events that we go to. We're also going to show you, of course, how we build our bots, and all of our bots are garage built, hence the name Team Junkyard Dog. We don't use, CNC machines and high dollar equipment. They're budget bots, but they can be quite effective. And to this point, we've been kind of just taking it lackadaisical and kind of soaking things in, but we've decided now that we want to actually try to start winning some tournaments and really start stepping it up. Right now we're preparing for December Destruction by Robot Ruckus down in Miami, and we're bringing two bots. We're going to be bringing That Didn't Hurt, and we're bringing Tyrone. Now Tyrone is the bot I'm going to be fighting. He's an ant weight, 1 pounder. You can see he's got a 4-inch saw blade. Tyrone's Achilles heel, his weakness that has kept him from stardom, is his PLA body. As you can see, I rip these off all the time. Here's his chassis from Maker Fair this year, and you can see it doesn't take much, and usually he destroys himself. This was a combination of self-destruction and the opponent. So we're going to upgrade Tyrone. That's what this video is going to be about. We're ditching the saw blade and we're going with this. Now this is PLA, but this is just the pattern. We're actually going to make it out of 4mm titanium, and the body is going to go to aluminum. It's no longer going to be PLA, and it's going to be a much more scaled down version of this. We're going to really put Tyrone on a diet to fit this very heavy blade on it. And the reason why Tyrone was originally this big is because I was using drone parts and larger, like RC car speed controllers and full-size receivers, because I didn't know what to buy. So I have bought some upgraded parts that are much tinier, like the tiny ESCs from FingerTech, and we are going to make Tyrone much slimmer and much more deadly. For December Destruction, we're going to go for the win for the first time. We're going to really try. Let's get into this build. So our first order of business is going to be converting this titanium plate into a weapon blade. I don't have a water jet. I don't have a plasma jet. I do have a plasma cutter, but that would be messy and that's not the route I want to go. So I'm going to be cutting this out with a grinder. And what I did is I went on Thingiverse and I saw this nice aggressive weapon pattern, and so I changed the scale on it to fit my needs. I like to stay around the 4-inch range, and I just printed this as a template. And then you can see that I placed it on here and just colored in the spots that I'm going to be removing, and then of course marked center because I want to keep track of that. So let's get the grinder out and we're going to start cutting this out. This is going to take a while. Okay, so I didn't really want to cheat or go this route, but I did end up breaking out the plasma torch, and here is our progress so far. This is where we're at. You can see I didn't cut all the way to the line because I didn't want to risk messing the blade up, and I'm just grinding it to the line. It was just going to take way too long with a thin blade like this to even cut through it. So, to be continued. Okay, so after a whole bunch of grinding and cutting and more grinding, we have made it to this point right here. And the only thing that we have to do to complete this, other than maybe drill some holes in it to lighten it if I have to, I'm going to try not to because I want as much spinning mass as possible, is to balance this blade. You can see how it favors this side. If I put it up on this side, it just wants to fall. So that just means I have to take more off of this side because we need it as balanced as possible because we don't want disaster. Okay, so I got a little test rig going here. That's old Tyrone 1.0. This is the new weapon and a vise on the motor. We're going to do a spin up test. It is spinning backwards, but that doesn't matter yet. Pretty scary. Watch out, December destruction. Here we come. Okay, so Tyrone's weapon blade is pretty much completed. As I said, it's 4mm titanium, and you can find the sheet that I bought on Amazon. I will drop a link down below so you can see where I got it. But let's take one final look at his blade. Okay, this is the old blade that I was using from Harbor Freight. It's a 4-inch blade. We're going to turn on the scale. Basically that's a 2 ounce, 1.9 ounces. Here is our new 4mm thick titanium blade. And you can see it weighs 4.9 ounces. So that's quite a bit difference. And I was worried about weight, but this is the old version of Tyrone. This is with one motor and two motors, the battery, the receiver, and I'm going to throw the weapon blade on top of all this, and you can see he still only weighs 15.6 ounces. It's going to be even lighter than that once I convert this to a much smaller aluminum chassis. So I'm going to end this little vlog right here for the weapon blade. The next vlog we're going to do, I'm going to show you how I'm going to build the body and make the body for Tyrone 2.0. I planned on doing all this in one video, but apparently it's going to be way too lengthy. I like to try to keep them around the 5-minute mark, so I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Drop a comment down below on how you would balance this, the best technique for balancing a homemade blade, and what would you do different. Team Junkyard Dog out.